Once upon a time in a quaint village, there lived a woman named Elara. She was known throughout the land for her unparalleled beauty, kindness, and gentle spirit. Elara had a heart that overflowed with love for her fellow villagers, always ready to help someone. One evening, a stranger named Malachi arrived in the village. His eyes were shrouded in mystery, and his words were as smooth as honey. Malachi was a talented sculptor, and he carried with him a unique stone, one that he claimed had mystical properties. The stone, he said, could transform any living being into a masterpiece of art. The villagers were enchanted by Malachi's promises, and they gathered in the village square to witness his craft. Elara, ever curious and eager to support the arts, stepped forward as the first volunteer. With great skill, Malachi began to carve Elara's likeness into the stone. As the villagers watched in amazement, Elara's form slowly transformed into the stone itself. She was trapped within the rock, her once vibrant life stilled forever. Malachi, however, was no ordinary artist. He revealed his true intentions. The stone had no power to transform anyone into art. Instead, it was a curse, and the only way to break it was for someone to love the stone woman with all their heart, selflessly and unconditionally. The villagers were filled with sorrow, but they couldn't find the kind of love needed to break the curse. Elara's heart ached within the stone, her tears forming a small stream that flowed through the village. Years passed, and Elara remained trapped in her stony prison. Then, one day, a young boy named Aiden came to the village. He had heard whisper of the stone woman's story and felt drawn to her. Aiden was different from the other villagers. He had a pure heart, untouched by greed or malice. A deep sense of compassion and empathy filled his soul. Aiden spent his days by the stone woman, talking to her, sharing his dreams and fears. He cared for her with unwavering devotion. Slowly but surely, his love began to work its magic. Elara's stone form started to soften, and cracks formed, revealing the woman within. As Aiden's love continued to grow, Elara finally broke free from the stone's grip. She was more beautiful than ever, her heart filled with gratitude for Aiden's selfless love. The curse was broken, and Malachi's deception was exposed. He left the village, leaving behind the cursed stone. The village learned a valuable lesson that the power of genuine love and compassion can overcome even the darkest curses. Elara and Aiden's love story became a legend in the village, a reminder that true beauty lies not in appearances, but in the depth of one's heart. With the curse broken, Elara and Aiden's love blossomed like a vibrant field of wildflowers. They married in a joyous ceremony attended by the entire village. The villagers, once disillusioned by Malachi's deceit, now understood the true power of love and kindness. As the years passed, Elara and Aiden continued to be beacons of compassion in their community. They dedicated their lives to helping others, and their home became a sanctuary for those in need. They took in orphans, tended to the sick, and offered solace to the lonely. Their love story served as a constant reminder that love could conquer any adversity. Their love and generosity spread far and wide, and people from distant lands came to visit the village, hoping to catch a glimpse of the stone woman who had been restored to life. Visitors left the village not only with the memory of Elara's miraculous transformation but also with the inspiration to be more compassionate in their own lives. In a nearby kingdom, a young prince named Cedric heard of Elara and Aiden's remarkable tale. Intrigued by the power of love, he went out to find them. Upon his arrival in the village, he was captivated not only by Elara's beauty but by the love that radiated from her and Aiden. Prince Cedric, however, was not known for his kindness. He had grown up in a world of privilege and had rarely considered the needs of others. He was determined to possess Elara's beauty for himself and believed that his love could break any curse. With a lot of promises and riches, Cedric attempted to win Elara's heart. But as the days passed, it became clear that his love was shallow and self-serving. The villagers, who had seen the transformation of Elara through true love, knew that Cedric's intentions were far from pure. Elara, guided by the wisdom she had gained from her ordeal, she declined Cedric's offers. She explained that her heart belonged to Aiden, whose selfless love had saved her. The prince, consumed by jealousy and pride, refused to accept her rejection. In his desperation, Prince Cedric went into the forest, determined to find a way to force Elara to love him. There, he found the cursed stone that Malachi had abandoned. Seeing an opportunity, he decided to use the stone to craft an image of Elara, hoping it would somehow win her heart. As Cedric carved the stone, he poured all his longing and selfish desires into his creation. But instead of capturing Elara's beauty, he inadvertently cast himself. The stone transformed him into a statue, frozen forever in his selfish pursuit of love. Elara and Aiden, hearing of Cedric's fate, went into the forest to find him. When they discovered the Princeton statue, they felt a deep sorrow for him. They realized that Cedric's downfall was a result of his inability to understand the true nature of love. Elara and Aiden returned to the village, and their story served as a reminder once again. Love could not be forced or possessed, it had to be freely given and received with a pure heart. The villagers continued to honor their love, and their community thrived in the spirit of compassion and selflessness. And so, the tale of the Stone Woman's redemption continued to be shared for generations, inspiring all who heard it to seek the beauty that lies within, to love without expectation, and to cherish the power of genuine compassion.